first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to PubMed, because that's where I start for everything, because I do health research. My research is on the psychological qualities of pain and how that differs between ethnicities and ethnic groups. And then also I look down into the brain processing of pain. So I look at the functional magnetic resonance images and stuff like that, and look at the EEG patterns and stuff like that, to try to determine, basically try to figure out what networks we can intervene upon non-invasively and alleviate pain without drugs, hopefully. But anyhow, so let me see. I'm going to look up computer haptics. So haptics are basically the feel of something. So yeah, if I was to look up computer haptics in PubMed, I don't get a ton of results, but I do get some results. And then PubMed, so I'll give you some pointers about PubMed. The nice thing about PubMed is you can limit it to the last 5 years by using just the bar there. And then all of these papers have been peer reviewed. The level of peer review may be slightly different, but all these papers are peer reviewed. And then, one thing I tell all of my students with PubMed is you click on the paper title, right? And it says review here. So these are not original research papers, but PubMed does have original research papers. So you see review here, and then it says, okay, deep learning based positioning of visually impaired people in indoor environments. And so this is original research. It doesn't have a structured abstract, which makes life a little difficult, but you can see they say we aim to achieve this by blah, blah, blah. We consider the indoor environment, a regression-based analysis, so that's basically that. It's nice that they used a publicly available data set. That means that anybody could do that, replicate that. And then another thing that I noticed almost immediately, here we go. Oh, I'll get to it. Is something else that is helpful. They tell you when it's an editorial. So you can't use either reviews or editorials for your annotated bibliography or annotated citation list assignment. And what PubMed does for you is, even if it doesn't say it's an editorial, if it has no abstract, it's an editorial, or a possibly a letter to the editor. So it's not been peer reviewed, in other words. So they don't put abstracts for non-peer reviewed articles in this. So that's probably my go-to. Another one you can go to is use that's free is Google Scholar, which I normally just go to Google and then I put in Google Scholar, which is probably a better way to do that, but and this way, we can do the same search. So computer haptics. Oops, might helps if I spell it right. And here we got 137,000 results. So this looks in everything, and I do mean everything. Everything that's ever been published, or that Google can get its hands on, basically. Some of it's useful, some of it's not. But if you're at a loss with your particular topic, sometimes it's important to go to Google Scholar and say, okay, well, here's a book, but it's at least somewhere to start.